You've just touched upon the next question that we had here for you.
Mhm.
You mentioned cutting unwanted attachments and cords and relationships that are holding us dense. How do we go about doing this and ensuring that in doing so, we don't cut off positive cords that are meant for us to be attached to in this life?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wonderful question once more. So let's go into cords. This is a teaching that we teach Aurora as well. Within life, you can imagine, life is as a beautiful webbing of many cords connected to you. There are cords connected to the different keys of you, the different chakras of you, the different relationships of you, the different contracts that are to be. Cords connected to the spine, the soul's blueprints, cords connected to the hearts, cords connected to the pineal gland, cords connected to the ground beneath the sole of the feet. You are as a beautiful energy that has a multitude of cords connected to it. Now, there are both positive and negative cords. When you look upon a relationship, there are many forms of relationships. There are forms of a spiritual leader and a spiritual student, and in turn, the student then as well teaching the teacher. For there's both teaching in both positions. And then there are relationships that you see within work, within the three-dimensional existence. And there are cords, organic cords that are existing within twin flame connections. And children, for there is a beautiful, beautiful cord that is shining white golden that is connected from umbilical cord to a child, from a mother to a child, and to a father to a child, for they to help create this beautiful child in the womb. Oh, this is a beautiful, thick, loving cord. It is a life source, a life force. Ah, what a beautiful cord it is. And then there are cords too, as well, that can be connected to the majority of times, though, as we teach, not everything is one way, for there are infinite possibilities. There are twin flame connections that are connected, beautiful, positive cords, organic cords, heart to heart. And these are some of the positivity there. If you are working with, think of the different relationships that might come up during life and how they might be a positive cord. Now, we explain this because there are, it is important that you understand that there are negative and positive cords. For to sever and to cut positive cords can be detrimental to you and the person that you are cutting it from. If it is a positive and organic cord, a lifelong bond connection. Say there is an example, two best friends who are meant to be together. We'll say a female and female. They do everything together. They talk together. As they're awakening, they share each other's stories. They help each other vibrate from one another in a beautiful, fluent, positive manner where one shifts, then the other shifts because the other one shifted higher. And now this one shifts higher and then creates a replication to the other friend now shifting higher. It's like a beautiful delayering and transformation when you have these beautiful relationships. So to sever a cord that is connecting to that being would be to sever that beautiful heart to heart connection. It would infringe upon and cause harm to that relationship. This is why we speak of, and I thank you again for this question, of how significant these cords are. What it can do, it could cause a negative infringement where if you were to sever this cord, it would allow for negative infringement from entities, from negative polarized beings to now try to play and remove that cord because they see how beautiful that connection there is as a relationship. And now it's been severed because you have your free will. With a couple, cords connecting to one another, a couple can have a multitude of cords. It is like a beautiful cocoon that they could be encased within one another, and they have a beautiful, fluent, infinite amount of colors and cords connected to one another, wrapped around each other, like the 6-6 position within a cocoon. And these cords, these beautiful cords, are their life source to one another, and they are helping one another within. This is through a form of a energetic body within the higher realms. This is how they look. And then this energy can emanate to the twin flame unions that you have here physically within the illusion. So you would not want to cut off these cords because this is what holds you stable and connected and being one another's teachers and shifting through the process of the beautiful ascension. You want to keep those positive cords connected and absolutely remove the negative cords. The negative cords would look a black, cloudy type of energy where a vibrant gold cord would look like a muggy dark yellow-ish. And there are times where negative polarized beings that come into your life, we will say a ex lover, and you have broken up with them somehow, you've managed that, but yet you still feel their energies and still feel their torment and their abuse, their harm that came to you. You will want to search and scan your body for these cords. Most likely, they still have a negative cord attached to you, to your heart, to your solar plexus, trying to keep your empowerment, trying to keep your empowerment down, trying to keep power over you. Your light, your heart, draining upon your light in your heart. A cord connected to your spine that contains your organic soul's blueprints, keeping some of that activation without activating. For some of these beings have a positive, a negative soul families connection that are here to be distractions and to keep you from shining your light bright and expansion into the ascension. And I would like to speak of the Ankh in this time as we are speaking of these soul expansions. The Ankh. What is the Ankh? The Ankh is a formation of how creation flows. The bottom could be at its beginnings, creation, not yet created. The diagonal line across from that could be the plane of existence that you are here within the third dimension. And then it rotates in a counterclockwise manner where it lifts into and downwards. And then it also goes clockwise when needed, drawing in and drawing out, drawing in and drawing out. And as both sides, because remember the balance that I speak of that I oversee within the rhythm, as this balance is being weighed within you, you have both your dark and your light, the beautiful shadow, the left side of you that helps you grow and find what has been lost within you, the mysteries within you. And it helps you lift and balance and lift and balance. And it is a lifting of forms into third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, when you reach at its peak of the 13th dimension. Hope that you have understood that. Let's see. Thank you. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. And very quickly, a follow-up for that. Do you suggest that we cut the cords or we pull them off the roots?
Yes. Well, in that circumstance, you would want to call on the elements and learn how to work with the elements around you. Call on your higher self, your guides, your benevolent soul families to help you. In an instant, it depends on the instant. There is many different forms to this, and it would be a detailed class. What we would suggest is for you to follow your intuition and go inwards, your inner knowing, and follow your heart to what it is that you see fit. You will know that minute that you locate that chord within meditation, within guidance of your higher self, you will know, oh goodness, no, I need to completely remove this. And you could call on benevolent beings like our beautiful Archangel Michael that could help you sever these lovingly and positively as he is, we know, the Divine Father. You could also, if there are cords that are meant to be a lifelong connection, you can transmute them with the element of fire. Yes, you can transmute, heal with love light as well. Say there is a connection to a child and you feel that you have yet to really get closer to that child. And you know that there is a cord connected to umbilical cord, then you would want to send love to that connection, that cord there, so that your bond can grow closer. Many perspectives here. Thank you.